Hello, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man channel. So you see the name that this is like would be one of the dumbest decisions that the city of Miami, Florida has made, right? So after like saying back in the year 1999 and around 2000, when the Miami Arena has been there. It has been open since 1988, and then there was a stadium back then when the Miami Heat was launched. The football team, the Miami Dolphins, played at Hard Rock, was called Joe Robbie Stadium. So they tear down the old arena back in 2008. This is the name that one company, where you buy your stuff online, would be like this third option that I think will be the third option that will be named after a stadium where the Florida Panthers had their first Stanley Cup in 1996 in their home field, right? So in their home court, right? So what's going on right now is the name of their American Airlines Arena opened in the year 2000. The inauguration and everything, Miami Heat's first game, and then after like 20 years until 2021, they choose this decision of this cryptocurrency craze. This cryptocurrency craze, it was so big that they choose to decide the name FTX would be more suitable for the arena where the Miami's NBA basketball team plays, So let's see. People believe in the crypto craze, right? So after that, after all these after the full year of the naming rights of the FTX Arena, the company went bankrupt. All the crypto crazes went down the toilet, right? So this is just a risk of, this is just the dumbest decision as the city of Miami has done. Falling from the craze of this. Oh shoot, cryptocurrency is the future and whatever, right? So now the company has tanked, right? The guy who founded FTX, was losing a bunch of money, right? So what's going on right here is like the name change of the FTX Arena, or the American Airlines Arena, AAA. Call it AAA. I call it AAA, right? So I know it's as AAA because it was first called AAA. There would be a lot of candidates that I think that we might see, even though I am a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, and there's a reason why I see the Miami Dolphins. Parking reserve. It's reserved parking for Dolphins fans only, right? So two sporting facilities named after two sporting facilities having the same name would be quite interesting to see this. Saying that these are like the three candidates. I remember one time early in 2022, early this year in 2022, that the people in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania were so pissed off about the Heinz name change, right? Called it Acrisure Stadium, all right? And the naming rights of Acrisure Stadium, Acrisure, like some insurance company. I'm glad they didn't. The people at Pittsburgh were so smart about it, not changing the name from Heinz Field to FTX Stadium. the dumbest decision is here in Florida. Like you have the dumbest people in South Florida thinking that FTX will be here to stay and it's gonna be for a long time. But in a way, at least the people in Pennsylvania were smart enough to not name their stadium FTX, where the Steelers play, right? So, in order of all things, there will be names that I would think the two other names would be Firehouse Subs Arena. I mean, this is naming a stadium after the main rivals of the main rival of Subway. Subway's main rival is a stadium. I mean, it is a restaurant where it's based on on firefighters. You know, the fire department and fire could get heat. So fire gives out heat. So Firehouse Subs Arena, and then I have the Miami Heat sandwich. Eat the heat, you know. I mean, that's just an option to say the Firehouse Subs Arena would be. The other option would be named after, you know, after a place where the Florida Panthers did the first Stanley Cup against the Avalanche. You know, game 3 and 4 was held in the Miami Arena, but with the name of a company where you buy all your stuff, Amazon. So instead of calling it Miami Arena, you know, Amazon Miami Arena would be another name and will be very familiar. Oh, Amazon Miami Arena. You need to get confused with Miami Arena or Amazon Miami Arena. The only difference is it's going to have the Amazon name on it. It says Amazon Miami Arena. So Amazon Miami Arena would be quite a name going back to give a little bit of nostalgia. You know, or probably with a bit of nostalgia, and Amazon, probably where the old Heat house would be a really big, huge Amazon warehouse, right? So that would be a possibility. An Amazon warehouse where the old Miami Arena is. Amazon Miami Arena, what the FTX Arena was going to be called. Well, seeing Jeff Bezos at Amazon Miami Arena at a Heat home game would be a bit of fresh air, but we ain't gonna talk about other possible names. Would be named after a soda pop, Coca-Cola Arena. But Coca-Cola Arena, I mean, that's just a catchy name, Coca-Cola Arena, you know, named after a soda pop. Well, I mean, where's the Miami Heat play? Coca-Cola Arena in Miami, Florida. Coca-Cola Arena, well, let's put the money bets about Coca-Cola, even Publix, Burger King Arena. You know, Burger King is based in Miami, Florida. Popeye's Chicken Arena, but then none of these companies wouldn't hold a candle, and I believe it would not hold a candle against Hard Rock, Hard Rock, Firehouse Subs, and Amazon. But then, I mean, these three would be the naming rights of the stadium, but most likely Hard Rock will get the naming rights of that stadium. And I always believe that about that, you know, there's just after the after the American Airlines has ended its naming contract for 20 years, after that arena has been having their naming rights, then, you know, there would be the possibility of Hard Rock. Hard Rock is in, you know, they have, you know, Hard Rock Cafe, all these places that they have Hard Rock Cafes all over the world. And then the dealing with part of the Seminole tribe, and they open a Hard Rock over there. around Fort Lauderdale, Hard Rock Casino, right? So the Hard Rock Casino opened. They opened the big, huge guitar, Hard Rock Casino. Hard Rock also be naming the Hard Rock Stadium where the Miami Dolphins played. My Hard Rock Stadium. I mean, after all this, the naming rights of Hard Rock. It used to be, it started in London, England. Hard Rock Cafe. Then it spread in different countries, and then after that, it grew. It grew. It moved their headquarters to Florida, and then after that, Hard Rock Casino, Hard Rock Hotel, and and then Hard Rock having all the naming rights of the football stadium where the Miami Dolphins play. Ever since back then, this Hard Rock Stadium has been there since the original Miami Arena of the Miami Heat has opened. It turned down in 2008, but Hard Rock Stadium back in the day when the Miami Arena opened, it was called Joe Robbie Stadium. It had plenty of names. Joe Robbie, pro player, Sun Life, Land Shark, Dolphin, and all the way when it came to the name of Hard Rock put the money to name the stadium Hard Rock Stadium. In the other hand, Hard Rock Arena, I will bet it would be kind of like I bet they put their money in there. Hard Rock Arena will bet them all. They have casino, they have Hard Rock cafes all around the world, and maybe there's a Hard Rock on Bayside. So Hard Rock will put the naming rights, and they'll outbid the naming rights out of probably Burger King, out of even Burger King owns Popeyes, out of Publix, out of anyone, and even out of the 2 and 3 companies, Firehouse Subs and Amazon. Amazon, the company that sells your stuff online, might have a smaller chance of the naming rights of the former FTX, of the AAA. Firehouse Subs also have a slight chance of the naming rights for the AAA, all right? And what it turns out to be, it would be called Hard Rock Arena. It would show all on the basketball floor the Hard Rock logo at a Miami Heat first home game after Notre Dame after that. So Hard Rock would be it. Hard Rock would be it. That's the name it's gonna have, and that I believe they would be the naming rights. The other 2 options will be Amazon will be with the name Amazon Miami Arena, going back to the days where the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens was once called Joe Robbie Stadium. Kind of this bit of nostalgia. Amazon Miami Arena will take you to, I remember, what's his name? Hard Rock used to be called Joe Robbie Stadium. What is with the Amazon Miami Arena name? Bit of nostalgia, right? So if it's Firehouse Subs, then Firehouse Subs will be, it has a catchy name to it. It is with Heat. Firehouse Subs, fire embraces heat. And when there's fire, there's heat. Firehouse Subs, firefighters take out the fires, turn out the heat. Then that's the rival of Subway, and they will have a sandwich called the Miami Heat sandwich. And yeah, Firehouse Subs Arena. Yeah, Firehouse Subs Arena. But other than that, the only two contenders that will have the naming rights for the arena, for what is called the AAA Arena, will be Amazon Miami Arena. It will take you back to the memory lane, and like memory lane when the Hard Rock Stadium was called Joe Robbie Stadium, and Firehouse Subs because the name seems to rhyme with heat. It rhymes with heat because, let me tell you what, they might even market a sandwich called the Miami Heat Sandwich. Yes, like it's a Cuban style sandwich. Yeah, Miami Heat Sandwich. Yeah, and then after all, the final one that you put down the deck of cards and put a full house in the naming rights will be Hard Rock. So Hard Rock Arena is gonna be the name, and I know it's going to be the name for, I don't know how long it would be, but I bet Hard Rock Arena will be called forever. It's gonna be here to stay, Hard Rock Arena, and I bet you could say about the naming rights of the arena, if you are thinking Coca-Cola will not light a candle next to Hard Rock Cafe. Publix, never. Burger King Arena, forget about Burger King Arena. Burger King will not lit up a candle next to Hard Rock. Not even Acrisure. Well, the name of the arena would be stayed Hard Rock forever. Hard Rock is gonna put the money in it. It's gonna be called Hard Rock Arena, and this is gonna be crazy. Get used to it. You're gonna have two sporting facilities with the name Hard Rock Stadium for the Miami Dolphins, Hard Rock Arena for the Miami Heat, and that's about it. Please write me in the comments. And if you put the comments, it's gonna be Amazon Miami Arena. Sure, it's gonna be Amazon Miami Arena, right? So what the heck with Amazon? Yeah. Or if it's gonna be Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs Arena. No problem with Firehouse Subs Arena, but all it is, the naming rights will go to Hard Rock regardless of any of the other contenders putting the naming rights for that arena. And I mean that is going to happen pretty soon. And there will be a 99.9% chance that the stadium once called the American Airlines Arena is going to be called Hard Rock Arena. Please subscribe to the Embargo Man channel and hit the bell button for the next video. I will bring up another interesting topic. Goodbye, folks.